I see your cousin outside?
That was his twin brother.
The Supreme Architect in all our endeavors, please attend while the Reverend and worshipful Grand Chaplain invokes the divine blessing.
Let us pray. O Heavenly Father and Supreme Ruler of the universe.
How symbolizes its use in spreading the cement which united this building into one common mass. Let it also symbolize to us the spreading of the cement of friendship and affection among men and women of all nationalities, races, and creeds.
Most worshipful, the necessary preparations have been made for the laying of the commemorative stone of this edifice. I present you with the square, level, and plumb. Useful implements of our craft, by which you should ascertain that this stone is well formed, true, and trusting.
Right Worshipful Deputy Grand Master, what is the proper implement of your office?
The square, most worshipful.
What is its moral and Masonic uses?
To teach us to square our actions by the square of virtue and prove our work.
Apply the proper implement of your office to the stone that needs to be proved and make report.
Stone to be square. The craftsmen have performed their duty.
Your office.
The level, most worshipful.
What is its Masonic uses?
The level is morality. It reminds us of equality, and its use is to prove horizontals.
You apply the proper implement of your office to the stone and make report.
The craftsmen have done their duty.
Right Worshipful Junior Grand Warden, what is the proper implement of your office?
The plumb, most worshipful.
What is its Masonic use?
Morally, it teaches rectitude of conduct, and its use is to try perpendiculars.
You apply the proper implement of your office to the edges of the stone and make report.
Most worshipful Grand Master, the stone is plumb. The craftsmen have performed their duties.
Has been tested by the proper implements of operative masonry, and I find that the craftsmen have performed skillfully and faithfully their duties, and therefore declare that this stone is well formed, true and tested, and laid correctly according to the rules of our ancient craft.
Most worshipful Grand Master, it has been the immemorial custom to spread corn as an emblem of nourishment. I therefore present you this vessel of corn.
To whom all honor and glory be, I now scatter this corn and invoke a continuation of the prosperity and manifold blessings he has bestowed upon our country and its citizens.
Most worshipful Grand Master, the wine is an emblem of refreshment and it has been used by our ancient brethren mystically. I therefore present you this vessel of wine.
In the name
Most worshipful Grand Master, I present to you, to be used in accordance with our ancient customs, this vessel of oil.
I now pour this oil an emblem of peace. May prosperity, happiness, and peace, as symbolized by corn, wine, and oil, abound the breadth and length of our country. May the grand ruler of the universe consecrate and bless this structure dedicated to the spreading of universal understanding. Amen. Dr. Goodman, having thus, as Grand Master of Masons, laid the commemorative stone to this structure, I now deliver these implements into your hands as a memento of a symbolic and significant event. Symbolic, as it entrusts the future graduates of this esteemed institution with the charge to promote prosperity, happiness, and peace among mankind. Significant, as it connects through time, this important structure to that of the United States Capitol, whose cornerstone was laid Masonically in similar fashion by President and Freemason George Washington on September 18, 1793. The presence here today of the gavel used by George Washington 218 years ago was made available to us by the Brethren of Potomac Lodge number 5, one of the 4 founding lodges of our Grand Lodge and the custodian of this historic artifact. It is a testament to the historic significance of this event. Thank you.
Mr. Grand Master, thank you so much. I first feel obliged to compliment the members of your association and of American University who organized this event today in the way it corresponds with the geometry of the universe. I think you may have noticed that when this ceremony began, those individuals standing over there were in shadow, and right now they're in the light. We might take some meaning from that and compliment those who planned this occasion accordingly. Of course, it's so appropriate that there be a connection between the Masons and American University, because both are organizations devoted to education and to service. And of course, our school is the School of International Service. And it's so wonderful to see here among your members so many graduates of the American University. It's wonderful to see them both as new partners and as old friends. For those of you who are new to American University or to the School of International Service, this building, whose cornerstone we are in the process of dedicating, was created this past year, and the basic ideas for this building were to inspire the community to steward the earth, it's environmentally friendly, to encourage community. When you go inside, you can see the great space in our atrium, and to encourage transparency and accountability. And when you walk through the building, you can see how we harvest light and have so many windows. You can see how our architects achieve all of those objectives. We are also so very, very pleased at the ritual of the Mason. When I woke up this morning and chose my tie, you can see that the color of my tie are gold and blue, very Masonic colors. For those of you who are not familiar with Masonic ritual, the gold has to do with constancy, as is the sun. And the blue has to do with truth that we all pursue. I think that I'm wearing this tie and that these are essential to the Masons, symbolize the nature of our relationship. Now it's my pleasure to introduce the President of American University, Dr. Cornelius Kerwin. Dr. Kerwin was a student at American University, was a junior member of the faculty, a senior member of the faculty, a dean and provost, and now president. He's the first alumnus of American University to be president of our university, and it's my pleasure to call him to the podium.
Thank you, Dean Goodman. We are very, very pleased that the Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of Washington, D.C. has seen fit to come to American University to conduct this cornerstone laying ceremony for our still new School of International Service building. This in your bicentennial year. The Freemasons are a long, respected, and important part of American life and history. You've conducted Masonic cornerstone ceremonies for buildings as critical to our history, our public life, our culture as the White House, the United States Capitol building, the Washington Monument, and other landmarks. We're pleased to have this, our new home, at the School of International Service, a beacon of international understanding and reconciliation, to join the homes of our College of Arts and Sciences and our Kogod School of Business as the newest campus building to participate in just such a ceremony. The Masons have a history of supporting intellectual freedom, scientific inquiry, tolerance, brotherhood, and charity. All values we share with you here at American University. The Masons come from every walk of life, every ethnicity, every religion, and are in more than 100 countries, and work daily to bridge cultural divides. Your support of education as a way to improve the human condition and promote a truly civil society is exemplified in your funding of a new scholarship for a worthy School of International Service student. For that, we are very grateful. I'll close by saying we are honored and pleased to have so many Freemasons join us on this historic day. Thank you.
Ladies, gentlemen, and brethren, let it be known unto you that we be lawful Freemasons, true and faithful to the laws of our country, and engaged by solemn obligations to aid in the erection of public buildings, by putting into place the foundation stone, cornerstone, or commemorative stone, whenever so called upon to do so by those who take the charge of the same.
These ceremonies, which you have witnessed, have come down to us from time immemorial, and are in such provide proof of that spiritual building we all endeavor to erect in our own natural life. In this temporal building, we have found the cornerstone to be well-formed, true, and trusty. So too let each of us in his or own natural life endeavor to erect our spiritual building with a cornerstone well-formed, true, and trusty.
This concludes the ceremonies. For your information, the silver cups that were used were originally used at the laying of the cornerstone for the Washington Monument. The gavel, that's the original gavel that George Washington used when he laid the cornerstone to our Capitol. They will be there. You may look at them and take your picture with them, but we ask that you not touch them, especially the gavel, because the handle is fragile. We will have some our members here with it. So please take an opportunity to view them, and we thank you for this opportunity to participate in this event. Thank you.